Beep.
Why are you swearing at chat?
Oh, no, that's just me saying beep. That's me connecting. Sorry, I'm not good at making the dial-up sound.
I don't think anybody wants to be good at doing the dial-up sound. What are you talking about?
No, I think it'd be very cool and entertaining if a person could make the dial-up sound from their mouth on cue.
I don't think that's physically possible.
I don't know.
Oh,
Hello,
there's a
magic.
baby. Hello, baby child. How do you do?
Hope everything's going well.
I think some of your listeners have probably never heard the dial-up sound before. That is true.
Sure it is, Sharky. You just have to try. Are you trying to call out magic here?
That is true. Some of our listeners more than likely haven't heard dial-up. Speaking of me, only hearing it through other like videos online, never hearing it in like I didn't have dial-up in person.
So on that note, as some of us can just go feel old now, here's the game.
It's not a like because I'm younger. It's because like
Joke's on you. My dad had dial-up internet until a year ago.
Wow. Wow. See, my family worked from home, so like we didn't have dial-up. They kind of like were forced to have a little bit more to internet because they had to be like uploading files and stuff from home.
At least you haven't sobered up completely. If you had, you might start worrying that this tiny person is in fact a serial killer who is planning to slice you open and play with your insides, and that's the reason he hadn't wanted to bother finding Alex. Yeah, like Soul. Oh god, you'd be in the middle of something and parent would try to make a call and you'd hear, "Get off the phone!" from across the house. He also had a fucking CRT TV, so like, technology's not a strong suit.
Hey, when I was still living with my parents, I think we had 2 CRT TVs still, specifically so we could play like SNES games as like on the CRTs.
See, I think there's a CRT in like my room back at my parents' house, but that's just because I received an old TV that they were no longer using in the living room.
See, one of the CRTs at my parents' house was specifically kept by my uncle because he collects video games and usually has like like the SNES or something else connected. And you can't really do that easily on an HDMI TV.
He's friends. And then Mick immediately requests facts from us. Oh,
and
hi,
then
Pi.
There's a Popeye for 23 months.
With noises that don't get to startle Sharky today. But thank you for the sub.
So that means that on the 4-year anniversary next month for 4 years, Pi's going to be here. Pi's going to be subscribed for 2 years. Did you just pronounce SNES like Ness? No, SNES.
Yeah, that's what Sharky does. Is he always says SNES?
Yeah, because that's how I grew up saying it.
See,
and also,
I see SNES and I read it Super Nintendo in my brain.
See, I just read it SNES.
Well, because it was Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah, it's the Super Nintendo. Yeah, uh-huh.
I've never in my life heard someone say that. Well, now you have.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that's
Sharky, because that's what Sharky does.
But I mean, like, also, Ness is a good character. I say SNES, but sometimes...
Yeah, I sometimes say SNES, but I also, in my brain, read it as Super Nintendo.
You get one sentence into the script and the community assembles to stop it.
Super NES.
Yep, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah. Well,
I've
I mean,
been
like,
reading its nest, but gonna be honest, I had no idea what the letter stood for until about 5 seconds ago. Magic!
I've heard a weird argument between pronouncing SNES like SNES. No.
Ew. Oh, that reminds me, though. I should go post that Twitter game thing that I had sent to you, and then I didn't actually post it.
Post it. Yeah, because you were busy. See,
By busy, you mean sitting on the sofa, not getting up.
Yeah, busy. Yeah, See, I'm also I have other knowledge, Satan. Yeah, you spell it out SNES because earlier there was the NES. Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Well, that's just NES.
Yeah, that's just the NES. But like, I don't know, like,
And then there was the N64.
Yeah, that was, yep, It's the NES.
Okay, I'm off to steal a Twitter game thing in which Sharky and I will both write our answers if we get likes. So I guess someone will have
Scribbling notes in new notebook. I mean, was there
Did you fill up the first notebook?
Is there like an acronym for the Japanese version of it? For the Super Famicom? Because in Japan, the NES was the Famicom and SNES was the Super Famicom. Nah, this is a new video game lore notebook. Isn't that just short for Family Computer? Yes, it is.
And then the Pasocon is the personal computer.
Going to put the multiple discs facts in the notebook too. Important update. I have a cat snuggled up to me. Super
Snuggly cat.
Yeah, but I didn't know if if there was like an even shorter than being like, oh yeah, it's the Super Famicom.
Why do I have this useless video game knowledge in my brain? Because it's fun. Speaking of useless video game knowledge, I think Sharky owes you a Kingdom Hearts fact now.
I was about to say, trust me, I also have lots of useless video game knowledge. Earlier today, I was thinking about the lore of God of War because that's just stuck in my brain. A Kingdom Hearts facts. I'm like that with Mega Man. Give knowledge. Didn't the Famicom have the it has this Satellaview, yes. Oh no, that's not the Satellaview. Is it? Yep, the Satellaview. A literal satellite modem for the Famicom.
It occurs to me now a lot of regret on this Twitter like game thing because I'm like, wait, what the fuck do I put for alt text?
Oh yeah, no, there was a literal add-on for the SNES, the SNES, that attached to the bottom and it literally connected to the internet. And yeah, you could as Tomato was saying, you can download games to it. There were actual special cartridges that you could download games, and there was I believe also there were certain periods of time where you could play like a special Mario and the BS Zelda, which is a special Zelda game only for the Satellaview.
What do I put for the description?
I forget if it was the SNES or if it was the Genesis. One of them had like you could like do gambling through it. It's very wild what they did in Japan in that generation of games.
Hi, Ace Couple. As my resident accessibility experts here currently, What do I put for the alt text if it's just an image that's a bunch of text that's not gonna fit into the alt text box?
Yeah, the Satella view is also where the BS games are for Tomato, so yeah, they're the same thing. Yes, it is. I actually did. I didn't say that out loud, but at SFC for the Super Famicom, the Super Family Computer.
Why is there a character limit on the alt text box? That's ableist. Well, Twitter has the 1,000 character limit on the alt text box. And now I don't know how to alt text this.
DM it to Pi and just say help. Ooh, you could crop the image into multiple images and alt text them that way if you can. If not, you can put the text in a paste bin document and link to that.
Okay, so I've
cropped it into two photos in that instance. So yeah, probably in half.
Yeah, I'll have to crop it myself. That's a lot of effort for a little or a little like game on Twitter. But I guess I don't want to leave it unalted.
Yeah, no, we should have it. Oh,
Okay. So the game is sitting here, and once again, I'm gonna go be distracted doing other things.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna be talking about video game stuff. So like, one time I had to crop it in 4.
Yeah.
I thought an image was worth 1,000 words, not 1,000 characters. That's good. That's good, Royce.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am so used to the SNES controller.
I will say this requires me to type out every single one of these questions too, which I was also not prepared to do. Wait, maybe I can find an image scanner for that.
I wish that the SNES controller was as colorful as the Super Famicom controller. Like, mainly because the Super Famicom controller hold up, gotta look up the SNES controller quick. Oh yeah, it's super. There's the LR button, there's the ABXY, start select, and the D-pad. But the buttons are, yeah, the character limit on the alt text is higher than a tweet, but still never feels enough. Yeah. But on the Super Famicom, they're like red, green, yellow, and like the like face buttons are colorful, which is just, it looks nice. 1,000 characters. What is this? Fire Emblem? Ba-doom-tsh. Yeah, very similar to the Xbox controller. Mm-hmm. Way before the Xbox controller was ever a thing. Yeah, that's where it always is weird when, well, no, I hear that all the time because at least in the stuff that I watch, because about it swapping, because sometimes some of the people who I watch online will swap between like using an Xbox controller, using a Switch controller, using a GameCube controller, and all of them have different layouts for where like A is and where Y is and all this other stuff. And it can get really frustrating because your brain will be like, this is where this button is, but it isn't. Especially when you have games that use different confirm and cancel buttons, because Japan uses one set of swaps to confirm and cancel that we normally do in the West. So that also causes like some confusion.
Also, hello introverts who are greeting us.
Okay, I'll still be here, but try not to get into conversations that absolutely demand my quirky commentary, because I've got 8 more Celtic Hairknots to weave tonight, and then the real fight begins. Ah, yes, that kills me every time I play Metal Gear Solid. Yeah! I haven't played Metal Gear Solid, but I've played other games that do that. I like that some games will have the ability to swap the confirm and cancel buttons, so you could have either placement, but obviously not every game's going to do that. It depends on how new the game is. Anyway, I should think up a Kingdom Heart fact.
Wait, this is great. It's just within 1,000 characters after I stuck it through the converter. I don't have to cut it at maybe.
Oh, nice.
It's at 9:56 right now before I add in all the line breaks. Actually, I guess if it's alt text, I don't really need it to be line breaks. But I should make it line breaks anyway.
That I don't know much about. I was watching Owl House, and one of the characters said something about making something out of hair, and it made me think of you. Aww. What would be a good Kingdom Hearts fact? Oh, I mean, there's a pretty simple one that I don't think I've ever said on stream. So in Birth by Sleep, there is a character named Ericus. And they basically, the way that it's spelled is Eraqus, and
almost square backwards.
Yeah, but they basically took the Yensid approach, which is Disney, and they're basically like, let's make our own character who's mentory, who basically has company name as name, and that's just messed with a bit. So yeah, Ericus is literally just Square, the company, Square Enix. There's your fact.
Is that a fact that's like worth the whole thingy though? I feel like that was supposed to be obvious. Unless you're gonna claim like Yensid is Disney backwards as a Kingdom Hearts fact. I feel like that's overly obvious.
That's a Disney fact. That some people don't know is the thing. I'm actually really enjoying it. Someone told me there was Ace Trap, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to infer. Oh, Owl House Ace Trap is that's a topic.
That was a podcast episode. I didn't finish going through that one, but it was an episode. I remember that.
It was an episode. I'm trying to think of.
I shall now post this Twitter likes game. Tweet.
Yay, tweet.
And it has the alt text of all of the questions, and I didn't have to cut it.
Good job.
I'm very proud. Show is very clear though, and I have a soft spot for some of the characters. Nice.
Oh, Owl House has some really good characters. I am excited for the next 2 episodes. I love the Owl House, honestly. It's probably one of my favorite shows that I've watched recently. Demonology fact.
Hang on, let me go find the name of this demon that I put into one of my travel things like forever ago.
Forever ago?
Well, like, I don't know. A year ago? More than a year ago? More than a year ago. Quite a long time ago. Like a year and a half ago, I think. Alright. It's quite a long time ago, but I was reading through it recently. Where is it? Oh, wait, no, maybe it's in this other section. I think it's in this other section.
I wouldn't say that the character hasn't enough screen time, because the character has had an okay amount of screen time. It is more that that's not something that they just talk about with the character, and the character doesn't get in those situations because they're using the character for other things, and then they just decided to declare it off screen, which sucks.
Here we go. Okay, so wait. Okay, I found the name. So now if I search the name again. Okay. So demonology in general, like sometimes you read about how many like other because there's like a weird hierarchy and it's not very precise, and so there's like there's kings but also presidents and also emperors all simultaneously. It's a mess, but there is some kind of hierarchy because like some will say like, oh, this person's an emperor, this person's a duke, blah blah blah, and then so the one I had written about is named Moriel, who is served by 400 great dukes, 600 lesser dukes, and 70008000009000001 ministering spirits.
What the flip?
Yeah.
That feels like a randomness number.
Well, it's 7 and then 5 zeros, 8 and then 5 zeros, 9 and then 5 zeros, 1 is the number. I guess that's how the number was created. But it's some absurd, ridiculous number. How many digits? It's 1,000, 9 million, billion, trillion, 7 quintillion, 8 trillion, 9 million, and 1 ministering spirits. And then, like, if you look at pages about, like, random demons in the... see the total number of people who have ever lived, like...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
At that kind of scale, yes. But, yeah, if you go looking at, like, various entries in the Dictionary of Demons, which is a book that I use for reference a lot, like, it has a lot of entries where it's like, oh, this demon is this rank and has like this and this, like this many of this and this many of that under him. Oh, this demon has like 26 dukes under him or something. And it's just like, what?
Yes, apparently. Just
But
yes.
like there's so many of them that are listed that are all in charge of like X number of other demons, and like you'll never know the names of most of those or anything.
Oh yeah.
Also that they separated like great dukes and lesser dukes and stuff.
Wild.
All right, that's my demonology fact.
30 minutes have gotten nowhere. This is how you know it's our stream.
I read one line, okay? Isn't this what sex murderers do? They go for someone uglier than them, so the person doesn't feel any worry, just gratitude. Or maybe that's just something you made up right now out of sheer nervousness and crappy self-esteem? Classic stream.
Classic stream.
Oh, this is autoplay. We're not doing autoplay.
Oh. No, we're not going to do autoplay because it's going to go on and we're going to be like, what? No! But the lines.
You mean this line?
Did you drive here?
Amari squeezes her hand. You realize that she hasn't let go of you since you left the club. Yeah, but we should go to your place instead of mine. Well, that's slightly better, you think. Not that he couldn't kill you at your place, just you don't have any sort of kill room setup.
Yeah.
And you've got a bunch of streaming equipment, so you could always trick him into thinking that you're constantly broadcasting to the world.
No.
Your head is really getting away from you tonight. Your anxiety is fucking off the charts.
Oh, every day.
Maybe you should tell him, Hari, that you can't. That you're too much of an absolute freak. Why would he want to go home with someone like you? Other people do this all the time. They do?
Maybe.
How? Other
He's
people
about to be
hook up,
killed.
and it's fine. You force yourself to breathe through your panic.
Me about to be killed in my own apartment. Wait, let me set a tarp down first.
Well, I mean, yeah, I have a roommate, and I want to make sure that my roommate's not going to lose the security deposit just because I got murdered in our home. It's very important, you know?
It's like my roommate who looked at me one time and was just like, there are days I don't know if you're alive, but I'm not like, you're not allowed to die here to the point where I discover your body. We're not doing this. I'm like, who's this? What?
Don't traumatize your roommate, okay?
Do you think I try to traumatize my roommate? I don't try to traumatize anyone.
You don't?
No.
Then why do you teach magic all this stuff about Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, because they're part of the family.
Oh yeah, trauma. That's just what family does to each other. Also, make sure the animals are out of the room. They don't need to see this. I mean, make sure the animals are out of the room, but I've also heard that if pets, like, see your dead body, then they understand that you didn't leave them. You're gone. Yeah, Sharky, why? My cat craves violence.
It craved violence like you said we should crave violence in Undertale? Is that right, Magic?
Yeah, but the cat wouldn't regret it.
I don't think we regretted it in Undertale.
The cat would just go wandering off before you made any progress. I feel like that's the thing. I don't know if our mice or snakes will understand that. Even cats being cats. That tracks. Yeah.
Would the worms
You
understand
would need to
it?
remind me of my past mistakes. But also, like, yeah, one night stands I've never really understood because I'm absolutely like, and so you want me to go to a stranger's place? You want me to go to another location alone with a stranger and then be naked, but then I'll be unarmed. How'll I defend myself if I'm unarmed? It's a lot harder to fight off somebody if you're, like, naked.
Well, I think the assumption is that, like, there's not going to be fighting off the person. You're just going to be...
What if they attack you?
sleeping with-
Then you're gonna die. How do you know they're not gonna attack you? That's how you get killed.
The horny is making sure you're not attacked, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. It's just like, but aren't you worried that you're gonna die?
They might be a little too horny for that. I don't know.
The worms can be with me. I don't need my body taking up space anyway.
Look, we're just
Okay, but
taking
make
our
sure
best...
the worms get a balanced diet. They can't only eat your body, okay? Go on with some pepper spray. This might be TMI, but I've been known to carry a knife under my boob on occasion. I don't think my boobs are big enough to hide a knife under. God, I aspire to be even a fraction as cool. Right, Magic? Courtney is the coolest. Love when people try to do the whole, you know your pet cat would eat your dead body. Like, yeah, and fuck am I gonna do with that anyway? I'm like,
I'm dead, yeah.
My cats probably shouldn't do that. There's gonna be like germs and stuff. It's not very hygienic. They're gonna get sick. I don't want my cat to die from eating my body when it's like unsanitary just because I died. That's the real problem here, you know, is that cats, I think house cats generally aren't supposed to eat raw meat because they'll get sick. Or like they can get sick from bacteria in the meat.
I also just find it really funny how Courtney's like, okay, I'm not going to have like quirky commentary. I gotta work on this hair work. Here's
No
some
more
commentary.
quirky commentary for ridiculous conversations. God damn it, the ridiculous conversations don't end. We appreciate you hanging out with us. You definitely should not. You have things to do, and you definitely should not be hanging out with us where we are absolutely going to distract you, but we appreciate that you're here.
Distractions? I think that's what chat does to us. Or is that what we do to us? I don't know.
Yes. There's absolutely nothing to panic over. Hey, managed to get one not done. 8 more to go. Is that over the course of the entire, 30 minutes we've been live?
41 minutes we've been live.
30 minutes we've actually been talking live.
That's fair. Good lord, how do we get anything done?
We get things done? Let me double check. Game progress log over 4 years. Actually, we've completed quite a few games in 4 years.
Exactly.
We did Hatful Boyfriend, we did Dream Daddy, Amnesia, Cinders, Little Lily. Well, we didn't finish Little Lily Princess. We did one route.
I mean, technically, we didn't finish Hatful Boyfriend. We did most of them.
We did do most of them on the stream. We didn't do all of them on the stream. But we did them between us.
Yes, we did them between us.
So I'm counting that as finished. For that matter, Cinders, I think we just tried to get all the variations, but it's not like we went for every permutation. That would have been ridiculous.
No, we did not go for
especially
every
because they literally just used the same text, I think.
Yeah,
we did Speed Dating for Ghosts, Hatful Boyfriend Holiday Star.
Yep.
We did one run of the KFC dating sim.
Yes, we did.
Hustle
Wait, there's
Cat.
multiple endings to that?
Yeah.
I did not even realize
We
this.
did we did one ending to Analog.
Yes.
We played Monster Prom a bunch of times. Was it one route, 2 routes that we did of Rose of Winter? Did we hate it so much? No, we did 2.
We did 2, and we hated it so much. We're like, we're never doing this again. Especially after the second route.
We did Arcade Spirits. We did Boyfriend Dungeon. We did Lovingly Evil. We did Sucker for Love. That's actually quite a few games. That's a lot better than one game a year.
It is.
How did we do that?
We didn't have chat distracting us a lot.
But we did for part of it.
Our chat was a lot smaller before Arcade.
No, some of these are just a lot shorter as well.
Yeah, a lot of them are a lot shorter.
So we'll not be finishing this game, obviously, by our 4-year anniversary, and we'll not be done with Code Realize by that time.
Oh, not at all.
So we are an average of 4 games per year.
That's honestly better than
I'm
I would
impressed
expect.
with us.
Yeah, that's actually a lot better than what
I really expected more like 1 to 2 games per year.
And I defy any of you to weave a triangular Celtic knot half the size of a dime out of human hair faster than that, even undistracted. Don't judge me.
I definitely don't know what a triangular Celtic knot tying method is, so yes,
especially out of hair.
Correct. Yeah, but just in general.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yes, Courtney, you are correct. No, we're not judging you. We're mostly just sorry that we're distracting you, but also we're not going to stop doing it. So it's up to you to leave if you want us to not distract you. But I think you're okay being distracted, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, but that's going to be our, a 4-year anniversary tweet is going to be like, we're managing 4 games a year.
Holy shit.
Yay.
Like 4, and then we're most of the way through Code Realize.
We're most of the way through Code Realize.
Not most of the way through this game.
Not at all.
Realize Amhari is still waiting for an answer, standing there with his keys in hand. Right. He needs to know which direction to drive.
We're just talking, and it's just like, crap, the key is in hand.
Yeah, 35 minutes have gone by, and Amhari is just like, well? And we're just staring off. Naya's just like, anxiety, panic, anxiety, panic, anxiety, panic. Paranouts? Anxiety,
This is
panic,
the
anxiety, panic.
This
Demons?
is the further this is the further conversation all over again, where we spent like 45 minutes with
I mean, that was just laughing. This is just general tangenting. Yeah. And there goes Mog pulling my headphones off of me.
4 games a year is a solid number.
It's a whole number,
yeah.
which is shocking that it came out to a whole number.
I mean, it is a pretty good number when we're like a vast majority of those games we did, not a vast majority, but a good number of them we did all the routes on. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, just it's kind of a mess.
I don't mind messy. Your face burns like you're in hell. Like me.
Hell isn't fire, that's just fanning.
I read 23 so far of the Cantos of Inferno in the past like 3 days, because I was supposed to read the whole thing for my friends starting a book club for yesterday that we were meeting up, but then I didn't finish it in time because I was doing nonsense for the past like week and a half.
You started reading Christianity's biggest fan fiction. But I'd be remiss if I didn't comment on the cats eating you thing. Most domesticated cats won't do so until they're starving and desperate.
But the same is true for dogs. Yeah, no, I also don't think my cats would actually eat me.
No.
But then all the more that, like, well, I certainly hope that they don't eat me, because by then I'll be how decomposed and rotting, and that's not good for them. They'll get sick. I don't want them to die just because they're eating me because I died.
Somebody come into the stream. Okay, about the cat eating you thing. Walk away.
Walk away. Not slowly. Quickly. In fact, don't walk.
Quickly.
Run. Sprint. Get the fuck out of there.
Do not come back for your own sanity. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
We don't have $200 to offer them.
No, because it all gets donated.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least whenever we make it to the payout price.
Yeah. Every little bit that we make it to the payout price.
God, you hate that you get like this. Typically, you are incredible at making dirty jokes, or at least playing off someone else's. You grew up on the internet. People being suggestive doesn't get to you. My cat appears to have commented while I stepped away to start dinner, so I guess that's how people would be informed of my untimely death should it occur.
Also, yeah, Mika had said before, I've played Monster Prom with y'all before. Yes, you have.
Yeah.
No, was it Monster Prom or Monster Camp that we played? I think it was Monster Camp.
Monster Camp, I think.
We played one of the 3 games with Mick, because the 3rd game's out. Monster Road Trip, which is, I think, more of a cooperative game.
Maybe?
I believe it's more cooperative game, because you have to manage, like, gas and money and, like, your resources. Sorry, I'm tangenting again.
Well, it normally doesn't get to you, you think, as you slide into Amhari's passenger seat. But this always happens. As soon as you get into a situation where it's not just fucking around or not just flirting, you freeze up. I didn't like that one when we played it, but we did just finish our first round of Arcade Spirits. Wait, didn't like what you...
Woo! Probably Monster Camp / Monster Prom.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not super wild about it, but it's fun enough. And it's fun with friends. I feel like I rather Like, I have it, right? Or, well,
Yeah.
I have Monster Prom. I didn't get Monster Camp yet, at least, or probably won't. But, like, it's not a game that I'm generally like, oh, I'm gonna play this again on my own.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit more like a party game, but not quite a party game, but like kind of a party
Yes.
game.
It's very much a not quite party game, but it is a party game. Like a weird, like, Mario Party thing.
But like not.
Yeah, it's not, but like...
Scene change. Oh my god, we made it into a scene change. You get virginal, even though you aren't. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Hold on.
I've always been like this. Keep waiting for it to get easier. But it never does. Not really.
What?
Sometimes you wonder if you're ace, but you don't really think it's that. I need people to stop thinking that awkwardness around sex means you're ace.
See, so virginal, being, relating to, or appropriate for a virgin.
Yeah, I don't know how that applies in this context.
Yeah,
I figured what the word virginal means.
But I'm getting, like... But, like...
You get shy and blushy. Sometimes you wonder if you're ace. That's not how that works. That's not asexuality.
Nope.
But I mean, I've heard it from other people as well. Like,
Yeah.
like, I think the most bizarre-ish was like, someone once was telling me about like, I wasn't really like attracted that way to my boyfriend, so I thought I was ace for a while. But now that we've broken up, I'm so happy to, like, I'm not ace and blah, 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 and I'm trying this and that, and I'm like, okay, I mean, first of all, that's not the meaning of ace.
Yep.
I'm like, oh no, the word ace came up in the game, but it's in the, oh no, I'm so tired, oh no. But I think a lot of people have this, like, misconception that if once they get into a sexual situation with someone they, like, felt attracted to, if they feel awkward about it or something or not that into it, that means that they're asexual. And I'm like, I mean, you could be, but that's not exactly what that means. But also, it was just really weird from that one particular person to be like, but I'm not ace. And now I'm trying all these things, and I'm like, okay, I mean, it would have been fine if you were. And the definition that you're kind of seemingly working off of for asexuality that you're using in this conversation is incorrect. And he's like, well, I'm just not ace. Why are you mad at me for that? I'm not, but you're using the word wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a ranty message in chat about that.
Everyone's listening to my ranty message in voice.
That's fair. That's also very fair.
There's never been a single part of you, your gender, your sexuality, your fucking national identity, that can be put in a single box or given a simple label. The two of you chat a little on the way over to your place, and it calms you down a little bit. Honestly, you start to realize how stupid you are being. Maria's nice, she's good looking, and he appears to like you. Possibilities of him being a serial killer notwithstanding.
What?
What were you gonna say, Sharky?
Nothing.
Fun chilling here, gotta go now. Stream. Thanks, Tomato. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night, day,
your
time zone.
Yeah.
Just kind of surprised at that versional comment, because isn't this game up for a gaming award for inclusion? I think it might have been.
Yes, it is actually.
And I mean, like, I guess to be fairish, on the boyfriend dungeon stuff, I think it also got a lot of extra scrutiny and stuff for having like queerness in it. And then people like jumped on every little minor detail to like critique it and be like, this is why it's bad.
Yeah,
so
it's
like,
up for the
well,
best LGBTQ indie game with Arcade Spirits.
yeah. The combination of the virginal and then being like, sometimes you wonder if you're ace makes me like, but
When I was talking to somebody, I think it was Art Friend, and we were talking about boyfriend dungeon. I'm like, there's opinions there about its ace representation that they talked about.
I was really mad at the ace representation. I just realized my caption is broken. But
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, it's ace inclusive or whatever. And I think that was part of like the marketing, was to like say that it's ace inclusive and stuff. And then it was very shitty about like the ace options at the beginning. Once you got past that sort of beginning section, it didn't really come up again, I feel like, and then it was fine.
It came up in like 3 options.
Yeah, it was like all at the very beginning, pretty much. And
yeah, it was.
Then after that, anytime there was sort of a potential sexual situation thing coming up, which I accidentally ended up in a sexual situation in that game, and I went, what? Or I think I accidentally chose an option that was taken to be a sexual invitation and declined as like, oh no, I don't want to move too fast. And I was like, wait, I thought I was just inviting you over for coffee so we could keep hanging out because you seem upset. I didn't know that it was trying to imply sex. What?
It is. It's one of the most relatable experiences I've played in a dating sim, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna find like different things to like or dislike in a game, and I'm certainly like, there are so many lines in so many games.
We've had podcast listeners ask us to play and review that. I don't think you're going to have good things about ace representation.
For boyfriend dungeon?
Yeah.
In terms of asexuality in boyfriend dungeon, really, it's just the first like 10 minutes and then you're done.
And even in that, it was like, it's not a date. How was your date?
Yeah.
Okay, but we said it's not a date. Oh, was it a good date?
Yeah, that was all in like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
I want to make the acest game ever. I am totally in favor of a very ace visual novel. I want to work on that. That sounds really fun, and I have absolutely been like, all right, between our D&D group, we have Magic seems to have drawing skills. I don't know if Magic wants to do that much drawing. Magic is a busy PhD student. But we have some level of art skills. We have multiple programmer backgrounds. We have a musician. We have writers.
And a shark.
You have a programming background.
That I haven't used in years.
Okay, but visual novel programming is like super simple.
Yeah.
Visual novels aren't exactly known for their complex, like, mechanics of physics and stuff. Platter, do you think I have art skills? Patchouli art was so cute. It was so cute. Also, you've posted other art before, and they were also quite nice. So you should give yourself more credit.
What was that message earlier about, like, Sharky doesn't have to describe Cade, but... And I'm just like, I have no ability to visualize things, so sorry, cannot give you a description of what Cade looks like, because I am literally incapable of that. Like, all of my characters.
If someone asked you a series of yes or no questions, would you Even if it was just at random, would you answer those questions? On gut instinct?
On like appearance
Yeah.
stuff?
For example, what color eyes does Cade have?
Well, I mean, that was clarified in game. It was purple because of the
Great.
act.
Does Cade have dark or light hair?
I don't know.
I used them for my other meaner cleric and it turned out lovely. Ooh.
I mean, Sharky, these brushes are just so nice.
Yeah. See? That reminds me, I have like 1,000 Clip Studio Clippy points that I need to spend this month because they're expiring, while there's also another login bonus campaign going on right now, and I'm like, I haven't even had the time to use my last set of things that I got.
See, I think the only character that I have some vague appearance on is the Rogue Foxchild, and that's mainly because I specifically noted has like gray fur. That's like the only character that I've made that has like some vague descriptions. Oh my gosh.
Does
Did you
Cade
see
have
the
facial hair?
Did you see the picture?
Hmm?
Look in Discord.
Come on, Sharky. These brushes slap.
And then picture.
Yeah. It looks really good. And has purple eyes already.
Yeah, because
Well, I mean, I don't... Is that supposed to be Cade, or is that supposed to be...
I have no
the
idea.
other meaner cleric?
That I don't know.
Unclear. Also, put it in art share so the whole Discord can see, because
Yes.
the Atop a Table channel is only our D&D group, but you should show off your pretty art to everybody, Magic. Oh, well, that's the main cleric. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but like, you should show off your art. Let other people praise you for your art.
Yeah.
But no, back to this game conversation, what we were talking about before that. Like, a lot of people really like this game. And so far, it's been good.
I think this game deserves a lot of credit for really balancing out diversity in dating sims. I think Arcade Spirits tried. I will say that there are parts in Arcade Spirits that I'm like, this is a pair of white writers writing non-white characters. There are absolutely parts in there that I am like, respect and adoration and everything to Flower. Some of these scenes are absolutely characters of color as written by white characters or by white writers. And I mean, I think they have like sensitivity readers and all that stuff, so
yeah, they do.
But it's in this way that I read it and I go, you tried, but it doesn't carry that like authentic like person of color experience to me, I guess, when I read it. Where I'm like, they tried, and I respect that they really tried to keep like all of their casts in both the original Arcade Spirits and New Challengers like pretty diverse, but it does sometimes read in some of those sections as this is absolutely person of color as written by a pair of white people. And I think Validate so far is really good about like, I don't know, on that aspect of where I'm not like feeling like it's shoehorned in by a white writer trying to express that this character is non-white and has other experiences, I guess. Which again, I love arcade spirits and all, right?
Yeah.
I will still say that it does sometimes bother me that Naomi Fairchild is half Japanese and therefore is supposed to also be like biracial representation, but then has the last name Fairchild.
Yeah.
That one frustrates me a bit. Especially because art-wise, your first impression is not necessarily gonna be struck as biracial.
Yeah.
He answers all of your questions easily, but you still get the impression that he doesn't particularly want to talk about himself. That's fine. You get that. You don't really much feel like telling him you're an Instagram streamer who recently hasn't been able to get through a single stream.
Getting through a stream? What's that?
He doesn't comment on your messy kitchen, or the snarl of computer chargers and USB cords on your coffee table. He doesn't even wait for you to turn any lights on. He backs you up against the door and kisses you.
That's fast.
Is this just a CG or are we done? I don't think we're done yet, are we?
I don't know. You'd have to hit the continue button, I think.
But it's panning out. Okay, now I think it stopped. Distantly, you hear the air conditioner click off, the slow settling of the house around you. Imhari is a far better kisser than you are, but he doesn't seem to mind taking charge. Also, Magic's comment about the other meaner cleric getting along great with Cade because they both don't give a shit about others.
Cade's slow to care about others. Very slow. But once he cares.
Any likes or dislikes I should know about? His hands move from your shoulders up to cup your cheeks. Any parts you don't want me to touch?
Oh, no, I mean, maybe not my feet. Not because I have, like, foot dysphoria. But just because my feet are gross.
Just saying, Patchouli would be so much less traumatized if she switched places with Victor. But that's the thing.
That's the fun in all of it, though.
We need Patchouli as a balancing factor.
Yeah, because if Victor was in our party, we would be the worst.
Currently, Patchouli is the
worst.
only one being any remote semblance of a moral compass upon our party.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We don't always listen to the compass, but Patchouli's the moral compass of the party.
Let's kill him. No, don't kill them.
What if we didn't kill them?
What if we just don't?
Okay. Here, I'll strike a deal and hope that the deal doesn't go through. What if we don't do that and do this instead? Please don't go through. I don't want this deal to actually go through. Just because my feet are gross. Imhari laughs breathlessly. Maybe I should be the judge of how gross your feet are.
I don't think we know each other well enough for you to be the arbiter of my feet.
Patchouli is a moral compass, but typically isn't assertive enough to just say, stop killing random mushrooms.
Yet.
I mean,
that can change.
This also requires... See, the thing is, Einrim announces his plans to kill and destroy and stuff. Suul's just like, what if I wandered off and did this? Suul's not asking for permission or announcing it or anything. Suul's just like, I'm gonna do it. Stab. Whee! I'm dancing. It's like... Mushrooms are bad. And Einrim is not stone shed. Oh, hi,
Oh my gosh, there's the 2-year.
And there's another sub sound that Sharky has been spared of.
Mwah, haha, mwah, haha, haha.
Hello, Manic. Yeah,
Ha 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 ha.
like Einram openly announces what he plans to do. Sewell is like, I'm just gonna fucking do it, which means Patchouli has to be sharp enough and fast enough to try to stop them.
Yeah.
Like, Sewell's like, oh yes, I love to dance. Would you like me to show you how I dance? From any other character, that would not necessarily imply I'm gonna run up and stab him in the neck. But that's what Sewell did. Einer is a gift that stresses Patchouli out, but I love it.
You should also be posting that Patchouli art in the art share, though.
Yeah.
Let people see Patchouli.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I hope everyone's having a good
The
day.
little light game thing has 3 likes already. Wow.
Jeez, 3?
Uh-huh.
Why are you trying to make me share things, Father?
Because we are very proud of our stream child and want to brag about how talented our stream child is, which has absolutely nothing to do with us in terms of credit because we didn't actually raise you. But you should show it off. Oh,
Yeah,
my gnomes, I
you
can't
should
wait
show
for
it
next
off.
session.
We want to praise our little child.
Did you read this already? You read this already?
Yes. Yes. Is that the shame equivalent of putting the artwork on the refrigerator? Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Isn't
It
Pie's
is.
channel for it literally called The Fridge?
I
Oh
believe
god, what
so.
terrors await in the Garden of Welcome?
I believe so. Let me double check. Yes, it is the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more of a second date thing.
Okay, fair enough. We can wait on the foot stuff. That makes you laugh. For a small person, Amari's arms have an unusual level of strength. He must work out.
You want something to drink?
I'm good.
Nothing. Just a picnic. Maybe some tea. Is that tea like death tea?
I'm waiting for an enemy to come along that I believe I can reasonably poison with my poison spray. Warm welcomes shall abound. I feel like the poison spray has not been very successful so far, but I want to use it on
No, it
someone.
hasn't been. I'm just waiting for the next level where I can hit that +5 to charisma. Because then I can actually like hit things better. Well, I should have some water or I'll regret it in the morning.
Okay. He steps back so suddenly that you almost pitch forward. Your heart is beating so fast that you can barely feel your legs, like all the blood has been diverted elsewhere.
On one hand. Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
On one hand, I don't trust a single character, NPC or DM in this campaign. But on the other hand, I do like tea.
I've been drinking a lot of tea lately.
Was that a good reading of it?
Uh-huh. Well, actually, I think you, that's for magic to judge, but I think so. You jerk open the fridge unsteadily, fumbling several times before you manage to crack open a bottle of water. The tips of your fingers feel fat and clumsy. You catch a glimpse of your reflection in the window above the sink, the darkness shooting it back at you like a tennis serve. Your hair is a mess from the humidity in the club. And fucking again, you have neglected to put on any makeup or do anything beyond very basic grooming. 'Twas perfect.
Oh, was it? Oh. Einram is trustworthy because he hasn't really lied to anyone. He's just bloodthirsty and would kill anyone just for the fun of it.
I think Einram's words are trustworthy, but Einram's behaviors and impulses
Uh-huh.
are
7 more knots to go. That only took like half an hour.
Einram is simultaneously very, very consistent and also such a wild card.
Oh yeah.
I'll give Einram that. But Julie at least knows where she stands with Einram.
Yeah.
I'm like, does Patchouli not know where she stands with Sewell?
I don't think that wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise you
Yeah.
if Patchouli doesn't know or does know.
Yeah, doesn't.
Why? You're a mess.
Because
it's a good thing Hari hasn't given you a chance to turn any lights on. Because then he'd definitely start regretting coming home with you. Because
it's Sewell we're talking about.
Yeah, and
That says enough.
she is pretty sure Sewell is chill with her, but is also ready to be robbed by them at any moment. Kate is an enigma to Patchouli. See, that's a correct evaluation of Sewell.
Enigma.
Sewell's like, Patchy's chill. I mean, that doesn't promise any kind of loyalty or anything, but Patchy's chill.
I love that Kate is an enigma. Look, Kate is an enigma to me.
Kate is not an enigma to Sewell. Sewell's like, Kate's an asshole. What a dick. Well, Patchouli has spent the most time probably with Kate. She's still very baffled by him. Yeah, I think Sewell's not baffled by Cade. Sewell is like, what's not to get? He's a dickwad. He's an asshole. He leaves us. He destroys our boat and refuses to apologize for it. He threatens to break the boat because he's throwing a tantrum over his little tools. He'd got into a fight with Einram. Like, I don't understand what's not to get. He's a dick. You feel sort of bad about tricking him into this, but, well, Einram doesn't particularly like Cade, but we'll keep him alive solely for the Alchemist fire.
This is why I'm like, oh no, Cade's definitely gonna die before the end of this campaign.
But he asks if Rabbit okay, and Rabbit shall remember this. You drown in your water or what? But to be fair, Einram tried to share a moment of glory with Cade, and Cade shut him down. No, he isn't. Not once we get that diamond from the Myconus.
Cade is totally gonna die before the end of this campaign. But that's not a... And that doesn't bother me whatsoever, is the thing.
I feel like if there is the possibility of revival, then maybe the question is less of will Cade be killed and more, if Cade got captured or something and was in danger, would we help him?
No.
I guess Einram would now, just for the Alchemist fire. Sewell's like, leave him to rot. I'm not going. Leave him to rot. Bye. You have fun. You have fun, guys. If Cade dies, it'll be his fault. Kate dying. Read.
Finally, some
Fucking.
peace.
And then Patchouli, slapping her hands together like a defibrillator. Wakey, wakey, bitch!
I don't know. Would Kate even have peace in death? What would happen because of the pact?
Yeah, does Kaifon respect peace in death?
I mean, like, where would Soul go after death because of pacts?
Oh, right, that reminds me. I have a thing to message that I've basically asked Royce already before, but then now I have to message Mick. So that Mick knows, Mick knows for Einrim to know to do it. Yeah.
Sure. Chat has done a very good job at distracting us.
Omnist. It's fine. It's fine. Einrim is not private and has certainly given people ample time to talk to him. Yeah, Sul is privately gonna tell Einrim this thing off to the side without telling anyone in the rest of the party what it is. But I ran it by Royce already of, is this how this would work mechanically? So, like, it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm just being an asshole of like, oh, well, the other players don't need to know about it.
I have no memory of what this is, but trust past Royce.
I'll message you as well, and you and Courtney can also have the knowledge. But basically, yeah. If Patchouli and Cade can have a moment, we can have one too. If Patchouli and Cade are having secret private conversations all the time in languages that the rest of us don't understand, Sul can say something to Einrim off to the side at some point that's literally like one sentence. The friendships in this party are so chaotic.
Oh, yes.
Look, Sul gave Patchy a black pearl thing. I literally just texted Royce to ask what the heck you were talking about. Yeah, let me also send it to Royce. For the murder trips. Too personal mental connection. Yeah, they've been having so many conversations in different languages. Everyone is always invited to the murder trip. Yeah, everyone has been invited to the murder field trip. From the first murder field trip, Sul was like, do you want to come? 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 Even Bupito came. Oh, yep, I was just scrolling up Discord and found it. Yeah, that! It's like a very minor thing. But yeah, I've messaged. Yeah.
See, but the thing is, Cade just doesn't go around murdering things. Like, for the fun of it, because that's not fun for Cade to just murder things.
we could find treasure. You put the bottle down and go back out into the living room. Amharia is standing exactly where you left him, up against the wall beside the door. The shadows turn his features indistinct.
Should I put on music or something? What do you like to listen to?
Actually... He pushes himself away from the wall. I find having sex to music kind of cheesy.
Oh.
Wow, okay. Getting right down to the point. But why would he do anything else? It's not like there's any illusions between the two of you as to why he's here. It's not like you need to be wooed or coaxed or anything stupid like that.
Right.
Mari moves so quietly you don't realize he's right behind you. He pushes you down on the couch, and you go. She falls after you, climbing into your lap. I like your eyebrows. You look at him.
What?
He traces a finger across one, then the other. It makes you shiver in a not entirely pleasant way. I like them. Such a pointed and weird thing to say about one very specific part of your body that you're routinely up in your feelings about, that for a moment you're convinced that he's some sort of plant. Your haters have sent this hottie to seduce you in a club that you've never been to before in order to humiliate you.
My brain went to, yes, serial killer who will take the eyebrows to use for something.
Uh-huh.
Victor Frankenstein style.
Hey. Victor never took the bodies of currently living people.
It would be hard to take bodies of living people.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, he didn't take, like, the eyebrows of a living person.
Yes.
He liked his parts pre-dead.
Yes, he was a grave robber.
I think actually when I was reading through it, I was like, was he a grave robber? I guess he must have been to, like, get the parts from it, but I don't think it really mentioned it.
I mean, it would either be a grave robber or stealing from whatever morgue system they had back then.
Not as much of an asshole as you could have been, a word to him, I guess. Note to self, obtain eyebrow hair for reasons.
That is the most ominous thing?
It's fine, we've been over this. Courtney's ex thought she was a witch and might have had some kind of intuition, considering that Courtney now collects human hair from various people.
And has a thing for gnomes?
Yeah, but the witch thing, mostly the hair, I think. Hey, if Courtney wants to reanimate the dead, I support her.
I don't? In the reanimation portion of it?
I think
Let the
that
dead stay
if
dead.
anyone was going to reanimate the dead, Courtney would relatively be up there on the list of people that I would trust to do so.
Is Art Friend on that list?
For you specifically, yes.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I don't know Art Friend well enough to be like, oh yeah, I trust her with, like, any kind of reanimation of anyone ever. But, like, for you specifically, yeah. Yeah. Everyone here has to promise me that if you decide to shave your eyebrows, you'll put the hair in a little baggie and send them to me.
Well,
I have
I'm
never wanted to
planning-
shave my eyebrows in my life, but if I ever do, yeah, okay, I'll promise that.
I was about to say, good thing I never plan on shaving my eyebrows. Just like I never plan to, like, be bald and, like, shave my head.
Yeah, well, there's only so many people who plan to be bald as well.
I knew quite a few people who shaved their head completely.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of people who are bald by less choice.
Yes.
It's such an absurd thought, it makes you laugh out loud.
Ha 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 ha.
What?
Ha 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 ha. Nothing.
Nobody cares enough about you to expend that sort of effort. Maybe for someone with Ashley's level of fame and parasocial engagement with her fan base. But not you. Besides, all the angsting you do over your eyebrow situation is purely internal. You're still laughing. And now Amhari is too, against your mouth as he goes in for another kiss. Every time a lab mate or other student says they saw me in public and recognize my hair, I get closer to shaving my head.
No, but like you just dyed it. Don't shave it.
Yeah, don't shave it. But I will say that Mango, as a brown woman with green hair, is very often recognized and remembered.
Hmm.
I'm hungry and I'm tired. Should we stop here?
After an hour and a half, if you
Yeah.
want to.
I'm hungry.
Okay. We don't have to go for the full 2 hours. That's kind of up to us. There's no rules about these things. Anyway. Oh no, Satan's dead.
Anyway, hi. Goodbye. I'm hungry.
What are you?
Thanks everyone for hanging out.
We'll be back Friday?
You should
Question
be back
mark?
on Friday. I can't currently think of any reason why we wouldn't be back on Friday.
Yeah. Have a good night / day / whatever.
Bye. Oh, we should raid someone. Chi-Chi and Furby are both on.
Let's go for Furby.
Yeah, I guess we send them to Chi-Chi like fairly often since they're on a lot. Okay.
Also,
And I will start a raid, and
Furby
thanks
playing?
everyone for
Oh, Walking Dead. Ready for the tears.
Okay, thanks. Bye, everyone.
Whoa.